I cannot minimize or I cannot overstate the significance of her referencing the White Privilege Conference and Dr. Eddie Moore Jr. I'm so glad that I went to the conference. I'm so glad that we've had him on the program. The video that I just made, I got his audio clip in talking about that soothing lotion. In my view, white people understand you have been totally neutralized as a non-white person when you are in bed with a white person. And his white wife admitted to being a racist when we talked with her, when I met her personally. She was at the White Privilege Conference as well. But they understand that, and they will use that today. Well, Dr. Moore thinks I'm fantastic. You know, what are you talking about? He's a black male, and he's doing all this great work at the conference. They already know this conference has been neutralized, and this is not going anywhere in dealing with racism, white supremacy, and he specifically, victim, said that on the weekend program. These people, this is maximum racist aggression, but they know that. This is a victim who has been completely eradicated with regards to their ability to think accurately about racism, white supremacy, and we are going to further victimize him. You can just go back and listen to the archives when he was a visit on the program, and you can go back and listen to the archives from the White Privilege Conference, because that is one of that I would put this book on par with the White Privilege Conference. Both of those were loathsome, nauseating, revolting experiences for Gus T. Renegade. Reading this book and being at the White Privilege Conference for a week. I mean, you talk about ridiculousness of the high. And I can't, with the White Privilege Conference, I said, you can even hear, I told Dr. Moore a year before I went to that conference that this is foolishness. Anything where white people are jumping up and down and clapping and celebrating, this is great, we're working against the racism, you already know this is malarkey. White people are not White people are not going to celebrate the end of racism, which is what they had on video. I got to the conference and it was worse than what I thought it was going to be.
Hey, have you ever thought about going back there, man? Are they having it every year, right?
Yeah, it was in Seattle. It was in Seattle.
In Seattle? It was in Seattle?
I think last year, the 2013.
Well, it moves around.
It moves around. It's not in the same city every year.
I thought it was going to be in one. I thought it was in one spot all the time. But
no,
it was in Seattle.
It was in Seattle last year. It was in Wisconsin the year that I went. I think it was in New Mexico more recent. I don't know the one for this year they already had.
So you never thought about going back and questioning some of these people on the radio and
it would be tough. I mean, if I went back, it would be like war mode. Like I was trying to be nice, like at the first part of it last time, and I just couldn't do it. If I went back this time, like it would be, I am going to get kicked out of this conference, or I'm going to be totally disruptive every day, all day long, as much as possible while I'm here. And it's even worse because now he just did an interview. He was on PRX and he did an hour interview. And the first, I mean, you can get it. The first 60 seconds, you can see what happens when a non-white person is subjected to maximum racist aggression. They asked him about the conference, and the first thing out of his mouth was, "We don't just focus on racism. We deal with classism and ableism and heteronormativity and gender disparity. We don't just deal with racism. We deal with all issues of injustice." So I don't want people to think that all we talk about is racism, because that's not true. And I said that right there further lets you know how silly and inaccurate this entire conference, and it's 85% white people. I saw that. She wrote that in the book. That further lets me know that you have this high number of white people coming. It's about 1,500 people, and it's mostly white people coming to spend in the neighborhood of $1,000 to hang out and go to these workshops and do all this other stuff. I mean, it is just mass nonsense. Nothing about it is serious. Nothing about it gives you a presentation that racism is war, terrorism against non-white people. It does not give you that. And you can just stop. The founder is a black male married to a white woman. That tells you everything you need to know about this conference. You don't even need to get to the details of what's going on there.